Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Stephanie with Peace of Mind Paydays. Today I'm going to be doing a January what I spent in a month video. I am doing a low buy year this year. If you are not sure what that is or you want to check out more information about that, I do have a video all about that and my rules. So just keep that in mind as I walk through some of these numbers. And for context, if you're new here, I am a 20-something-year-old working in tech and living on the East Coast in a major city. So that may inform some of the numbers that I'm going to share today. But I'm excited to do this because I tried really hard not to spend money on non-essential items this month. So I want to see how I did. So keep in mind that these numbers don't include money that's like automatically taken out and put into my 401k, HSA, that kind of stuff, and like health insurance. This is like post-tax money. So to start with my income, I put it on a sticky note so it would be like easier to see. Maybe it's not easier to see, but I made $4,455.66 from my normal job in my like base salary. This month was also, I guess, fun because I got a bonus from last calendar year. So that also hit in January, making my income this month $6,042.16. And yeah, I obviously don't get a bonus this much money every single month. This was abnormal, but I put most of that money aside. And yeah, I didn't use that money to like inflate my spending or anything like that. So that's that. We can go through the numbers now. So I'm using YNAB, or You Need a Budget. That's my application that I use to track my spending and I use to actually budget in. I can show you like, how I do that. But basically I'm on the Reflect tab in the Income and Expense sub tab. So I'm in the expenses section here. And yeah, we can go through my home basically category. So I live with my partner and we're in a 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment. So my portion of the rent is $1,400. Water is capped at $25 every single month. So that's stable. Our electricity kind of fluctuates, but this month it was $26.65. Natural gas, this number is positive because they haven't taken it out for some reason, so I need to go back and figure out why, but it is for around $43 for my half. We do use heat to warm the apartment, so that's why it's higher than normal. Internet is $15. Renter's insurance is $10, and then I pay for the phone bill for my mom and I, so that's $80. So those are mostly, I consider this like all stuff that just keeps me alive in my home. Okay, food, this is the category these are the subcategories, I guess, that I wanted to kind of pay attention to and reduce my dining out spending and eat in more at home. I did have a low buy rule of only dining out or getting takeout once a week. And I'll be honest, I did not accomplish that for the entire month of January. I felt like it was difficult for me to do this because I wanted to say yes to social invites, and a lot of times people just want to go out to eat with you. I know there's alternative things you can do, but in January, it feels like there's less in some way because it's so cold. If it was the summer, I feel like we could go on more walks or, hang out in a park or have a picnic, but because it's so cold, people just want to be inside. So I'm giving myself some grace with that. So I did dine out more than I wanted to, but I hope to stick to that goal when it gets warmer of like only dining out once a week. This number is also high because I did go to a fancier restaurant with a friend where I paid $75 for one meal, which I don't do very often. It was really good, but I, again, don't do that often. So that's why this number is higher than normal, I guess. And then for groceries, I spent around $400 for groceries. I shop at Trader Joe's for the most part, but this also includes my HelloFresh subscription and our other meal subscription services. And yeah, that's that. Okay, so that is food. My savings goals, this is all positive. These are positive numbers. This is how much I made in interest just by keeping my money in my high yield savings account. So that's cool. I use Marcus by Goldman Sachs, by the way. Let's talk about my next category, which are my cats. I feel like I talk about my cats in every single video. But yeah, I have 2 cats, and this month one of them went to the vet. So I thought this was only going to be $60 because they didn't need any like vaccines or anything, but one of the cats needed blood work. So that's why this cost is higher. And I do have pet insurance, which I do pay for both of the cats every single month. So they did reimburse me money for having to get blood work. And this was the cost after they reimbursed me. So it was like over $200 something. So yeah, and then I had to buy litter, food, dry food, wet food, and the cost for the litter and dry food and wet food are expensive. So I came out to $165 this month. And I pay pet rent, which is $50 a month, just to have them in my apartment. Okay, moving on to home variable. I spent around $94 just buying things for the house, like household essentials like sponges, soap, paper goods, paper towels, toilet paper, that kind of stuff, trash bags. And that came to around $100 this month. I feel like we had to replace a lot of things this month, so that's why that number is like that. And then home decor, this was probably one of my only non-essential items that I purchased this month. I bought a ukulele holder for one of the rooms. My ukulele has been on the ground for like over a year now, so I want to put it back up on the wall, and it was just bothering me. And yeah, I wanted to just buy this to get it off the floor and have a piece of decor to display it. So that is home stuff. For health and wellness, I think I only bought like new deodorant, or I think this is actually face moisturizer. So that was pretty simple. And I think I had to replenish my some hair products, like a conditioner, but I had an Ulta gift card, so I didn't have to spend any real money with that. For my car, I took a few, so I put lifts, bus, trains, like public transportation also under car expenses, so maybe I should retitle this to like transportation or something. But I took a few buses this month, so it is $7.50. And then the 25 cents is just interest on the account that I have, my the money I set aside for my auto insurance that gets taken out every 6 months. So I keep that in a high yield savings account too, just to accrue, pennies, but still something. Or in this case, a quarter. Okay, for monthly subscriptions, I try to keep my monthly subscriptions low. I used to have a lot, and now I only have 3. So I have an iCloud storage subscription that is 99 cents. I have Apple TV because I like watching all the sci-fi shows on Apple. We just finished watching Silo. Now we're watching Severance. And then I have a Peacock subscription that's only $2.11. And I think we used it one time, so I need to figure this out. But yeah, that's that. And then some annual stuff came through. So I do have all my photos with Google Photos, and I pay around $20 for the photos from that I've had since middle school to be in the cloud. I just feel more comfortable having my photos in some sort of cloud versus a hard drive that could get damaged in case there was an emergency. So I don't know if there's alternatives to paying Google to do this, or if anyone knows better ways to store a lot of photos, but that's what I've been doing for the past like 2 years or so. I think you used to be able to do it like having unlimited amount of photos and they didn't charge you, but I think the threshold has now changed, so now I pay $20. I filed my taxes this year, and to file my state taxes cost $15.89, so that came out of my taxes category. And then interestingly, I downgraded my Capital One Venture card, which has like a $99 or $95 annual fee. And I had opened that credit card because I wanted the bonus points that came with it. And I had used a lot of those points for my trip to Japan, which I also made a video about. But now I don't want to continue paying for that card. So I downgraded it, and instead of canceling the credit card, you downgrade, which means you have a different card by that same provider. It just doesn't have an annual fee. And I didn't realize this, but they refunded me the amount of $55 because I didn't use the card for the entirety of the whole year, which was really nice. So I still have a different credit card by that same provider, and I don't have an annual fee, and I don't have any dings on my credit report. So I recommend doing that if you have any cards with annual fees that you don't really know what to do with. For quality of life, this stuff is just stuff that makes me happy, I guess. I did gift my sibling $100 for their birthday. I paid for my yoga teacher training, which is $275. I'm on a training plan, or I'm not a training plan. I'm on a payment plan, and it's $2,750 total. I think I have a handful of months left for this, and I did buy Onyx Storm. There's kind of like a whole saga about this because I pre-ordered it through Barnes & Noble. I moved in between when I had pre-ordered it, so I was like nervous that it was going to get shipped to the old address, and I don't know. Long story short, I still have not received Onyx Storm, but I paid for it, so I'm really excited to read it though. I don't typically buy books. I said in this 2025 I wasn't going to buy any books because I read like 99% of the books I read are through my Kindle, and I use Libby to borrow them from my local library. But I did pre-order this book like way last year before I even had enacted this low buy rule year, or low buy year rule. So it's okay, I'll let it slide. I do have like the other two books in the collection, so I was like, it's nice if I just have the other one. So that should be arriving this week, but we'll see. So all in all, my total for the month is $2,967.88, which I'm pretty proud of because I wanted to make sure that I'm spending less than I'm making every month. And based on this number, the $4,455, I am able to do that, or I was able to do that. So if we calculate, and YNAB does this for you already, but my numbers for my income are skewed this month, and I need to fix it. So I was able to save $1,487.78 this month if I was just using my like normal salary. But because I got a bonus this month, which I'm like not really counting because I put that money in my retirement, yeah, so like I said, YNAB does this for you already, but my numbers and my income are messed up. So the $3,074.28 is like net just this month, which is really, really cool. Yeah, that is my January spending recap. I hope that was interesting and you enjoyed. My next video will be a February budget with me video, I think. And yeah, I really hope you subscribe and stick along to the journey. I know I am trying to do this low buy year. It's proving more difficult than I thought it would be, but I really appreciate anyone's support and can give me any tips. Have a good one. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.